Camille. I am Camille A. Stocker. I am a homeschool mom of 2 girls, a 1st grader and a 3rd grader, and I am here to take you on our journey of what we do in our day in life of homeschooling. So, before I begin, I have to tell y'all, because today is Friday, guess what? It's Friday. Happy Friday. I love doing that because Fridays are like the ending and you going into the weekend, so this is good. This is really good. So I always start off, or I have been starting off for the last 3 weeks with our Black History segment. So our Black History segment this month has come with one person who we talked about, and that one person who we talked about is Malcolm X. So we had a Malcolm X week. We read a story about him. They drew their pictures about him, and we talked about Malcolm X. How come? Because on February 21st, I know that is President's Day, but that was also the day that he was shot. Well, he was assassinated. So that is the day that I chose to, this week is the week I chose to talk about Malcolm X. And I'm gonna share with the book at the end of the month, the books that we did read during this Black History Month. Next up, what we did this week, we did have a Wednesday bake. I forgot to do Poetry Wednesday. Don't know how I forgot that, but I did forget. But we did do a Wednesday bake, and our Wednesday bake consisted of making chocolate chip cookies in the air fryer. It was a fail, and then it wasn't a fail. The cookies were done, but they weren't the color of what I would have liked. They were amazing though. So we only did 4 cookies. They took like 2 minutes to do the cookies in the air fryer, so that's why I was like, I don't want to do this again, and we cooked the remainder of our cookies in the oven. Today is Texan Day, Western Day in Texas. So the girls do have on their Western gear, their hats. I have mine right here, but I took it off in order to do the this video. I have on my plaid. I hadn't put my boots on, but the girls have their boots on with their jeans, and I didn't put on any jeans. But yep, Western Day. Go Western Day, because it's the rodeo. The Houston Rodeo is back. They have the cook-off. I think the cook-off is the 25th through the 27th. So this weekend they do the cook-off every year. So yeah, because of the pandemic, this is like back. It's back. It had been canceled last year. So that's all I have for what we did this week. This week I do have some facts for y'all like I did last week. So this week I am talking about 3 basic requirements to homeschool in Texas. Number 1, you must educate your child in a bonafide manner. What does bonafide mean, Camille? Well, bonafide means it must be real. It must be genuine. It must be sincere. It cannot be anything fake or something that does not really contain curriculum, or something that the child is not able to learn. It has to be real. Is it real? Ask yourself. Is it real? Is it really, really real? Nothing fake. Bonafide. You must be honestly getting up. Last week I was like, don't be lazy, y'all. These kids we have to get up and we have to teach them math, how to read. If it's reading the recipes and science and all this, it has to be real. Number 2, the curriculum must be visual. So not only is Texas saying, all right, your stuff has to be real, we need to see it. There has to be something visual. What's visual? So textbooks. There's a lot of textbooks. If you go, there's a homeschool store, there's Amazon, there is a Christian book. I'm gonna go through all these other sites and websites where you can find curriculum at in another video. But textbooks, workbooks, worksheets. If you're making worksheets, if you're going on Teachers Pay Teachers, they have a lot of worksheets that are visual. You can also do online programs. Some of the online programs that I just thought of right off the top of my head. OutSchool Prodigy deals with math, and ABC Mouse are some that I could think of right away. So online programs, you can put your child in front of a computer on your phone. Visual, they need to see it. The state can come in and say, hey, what are you teaching your kid? Let's see it. So it has to be visual. Number 3, subjects must be a part of a curriculum. So in Texas, there are 5 subjects that must be a part of the curriculum. And those 5 subjects are reading, spelling, grammar, math or arithmetic, it says arithmetic, and citizenship. And with citizenship, that is social studies. So reading, of course, we want our kids to know how to read. So you could pick like workbooks, the visual, right? Spelling, I use spelling workbooks. Grammar, that's like language arts. Grammar, how do we use the subject, the noun, the predicate, all those things. We want that in grammar. Math, of course, we want our kids to know how to add, subtract, multiply, divide, grouping, all of those things. They must be a part of the curriculum. And citizenship, I do know some people like to have their children volunteer, go out into the world and volunteer, and that does their citizenship. With the books that I have for social studies, that is showing how there are consumers and producers, and that's teaching the kids how they are, they can be producers or they can be consumers. The farms, how the farmers work, and they have their items go into the stores, and how we buy it as the consumer. So that is how I am teaching citizenship, but I am also having them volunteer work as well. So those go hand in hand. So the 3 basic requirements to homeschool in Texas: it must be in a bonafide manner, meaning it must be real. 2, the curriculum must be visual. We need to see it. They have to see it. It just can't be something that you pull out of thin air and say, voila, here it goes. We have to see it. It has to be visual. Number 3, it must be a part of a curriculum. In that curriculum, those studies should be reading, spelling, grammar, math, and citizenship. And that is all that I have for you today. So as always, I pray that you have a blessed day. I pray that you have a blessed weekend. I pray that you have a blessed week. And I'm going to see you in my next video. I'm going to come back and give you some more tips and tools on what we can do to help you succeed in this homeschool journey of mine and with yourself. So next week I will be back with something more exciting, more like, woohoo, I got you, like I told you last week and before. I am not going to leave you out here by yourself. I am here to help, and if you have any tips and tools that you want to help me with, go ahead. This is a journey that is forever changing. And so, but we want to get the basics done right now. We want to make sure that we are doing what we need to do. I will come out and show or explain how to unenroll your child from school, and just really how, well, then you go to what you do before you start homeschool, and then you do these 3 basic tips. But it's very, very simple because, as I said before, Texas is lenient. So that's all I got, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.